search and destroy. So the first thing I want to cover right now is first spawn for A. We're on offense right now, and a lot of people, the first mistake I see people try to do is try to rush when you're trying to attack A. Is try to cut through this corner when you don't have first spawn. The first thing I want to talk about is having first spawn. And the first spawn for A, I'm going to show you real quick, is right here. Right when you spawn, right when you figure out that you have this spawn, you're pretty much the only one that can cross through that gap without getting shot by that person in American. So if you have this spawn right here, you can pretty much run this route and jump and not get caught by the person that's covering American. Because if you don't have first spawn and you try to cover that, say for instance you spawn over here and you run through here, you will most likely get picked off by that person over here. So something that's very important with hardcore search is knowing your first spawns for offense and defense. So this is offense for A. This is first spawn right here for firing range. And right off the bat, you want to have lightweight on. That's like a go-to to make sure that you make this cross without getting shot by Americans. So right when you spawn and you know that you have first spawn here, switch to your secondary, jump. You see this grass right here? Jump about right here to make sure that you don't get shot by that guy, and you should be good. Now from here, you want to put your weapon out here and then jump and try to aim about this area, because if the first person spawning, if they have first spawn on defense and they're covering A, they'll most likely be about here by the time you reach here. You want to go on the outside of this target. So say for instance you want to jump on the outside of this target and aim by there. So that's if you successfully use the first spawn. So running first spawn here, you run first spawn here, jump about this bush, switch your weapon outside of target, and they should be about here. Now if they didn't choose this option and chose to go inside trailer, then you'll probably have to drag your shot from here all the way to the left to blue barrel. So you'll have to, this is where your reaction time comes into play, when you get to about right here and you jump on the outside and you aim there, and that person should be running in trailer. And you can easily call that out by the time you get to the outside of here. You can either pick this guy off or call out that someone's in trailer. You can push up slightly, but make sure you've got your aim there on blue barrel. Now once you've gotten to this point, there's another thing that you can do with bomb to plant it without being seen by American guy, is lining yourself up with this bush right here, crawling down and holding square while you're moving forward. And then that should extend the bomb all the way here, lining yourself up with that edge of that grass so that the person that's watching American can't see you planting the bomb. And this is a tactic that a lot of CB players use, competitive hardcore search players use. This is the easy way to do it. You line yourself up with this patch of grass, you lie down, hold square, make sure you're holding square, and that's exactly how you extend the bomb so the person at American can't get you. Even if they're in American, they won't be able to see you. They won't be, if you're looking here, they won't, even if they jump shot, they try to jump shot, they won't see you plant it. If you plant it exactly the way you're supposed to, which is coming at this angle, lining yourself up with that edge of the grass, and just holding square, they won't be able to see you. Typically when you're doing that, you want to have someone watching you plant, so watching that or watching this. Another thing that you want to do and learn how to do it. Now, if you're confident in your pushes and you're over here, you want to learn how to pick this guy off of American, and that's pretty easy. You line yourself up with this edge over here of the trailer. You run up and you pop them. All right, I'll line up, pop. I get people like this all the time, and they don't have time to react. By the way, welcome everyone to the stream. They don't have time to react, so you want to practice getting up to these stairs. You want to put your aim a little bit down so that when you jump, your shot will be right where that is. And you see that it's like a little corner. You want to make sure that your red dot is right there to hit them off that heady. And you want to get it down to a motion where they can't react in time. So, say for instance, coming here, like you want to get it that fast. Oh shit, I'm missing terribly, but that fast. Like you just pop out. You don't even have to like you don't even have to jump forward like that. You kind of just want to line it up and do it so quickly that they can't react. You can even do that on this side, like lining yourself up and shooting like that. Or you can choose the option, if you're a more aggressive player, you can jump off the steps here and then slide through and maybe tackle the guy at 10. So these are definite options for attacking A, but the main thing that I want you guys to remember is that if you have first spawn, which is right here, you can make the cross, switch your weapon, and then aim right about there to pick off the guy that's first spawn over there. Now, if you don't have, what if you don't have first spawn? If you don't have first spawn, if you have this spawn over here and you're still tackling A, you want to cut through bathroom and let the first person run through, and you'll be kind of like a support and trade person, and then once they get the pick, you can move on to. So now for nades, like CB nades and stuff, I get people asking me all the time, like, how do you do a CB nade? So here's one really important nade. This one's gonna land right in front of bathroom over there. That nade is gonna kill the person here, here, and here. This is a multi-purpose nade. So if you're defending, right, you get into trailer, tuck yourself in this corner, look up at that angle. Ah shit. Look up at that angle. Put your red dot right above it. Run forward and toss it, and that nade will kill all three of those positions. That'll kill the guy in here. It'll kill this guy. It'll kill this person right here, and it'll kill this person right here. Another offensive nade that's really big is going up here, putting your red dot right there, matching it up with this side cone, holding it for 2 seconds, 1, 2, throwing it, don't jump, and I'll land right there in trailer. So I held it too long there, but 1, 2, let go, and I'll fall right into the top 10. Bam, right there. So that bathroom wall, what you can do, I'll just do this nade one more time. That'll knock that person off top 10. So that's first spawn A, and kind of the rules with attacking A on this side. This is first spawn B, and first spawn B can pretty much beat the nade that lands right here. You want to jump and slide off this rock and switch your weapon at the same time. So spawning right here. Yeah, stage travel over again. So you run here, you slide and switch your weapon, and then your job, if you've got first spawn B, is to clear out B by going through that door. You run here, slide switch weapons, and if you can get this pick right about here when you're standing here, you can slide through and take over all of B. It's got to be really quick. And the way you can hold down B is by tucking yourself in through here. And this way you can see, you can cover tunnel. They can't see you when they're walking down tunnel. And you can pretty much peek on mid if anybody's coming. So you can say that you've got tunnel and mid, or you've got tunnel. So when they're planning B, somebody's planning B, the other person can actually tuck right here and cover your mid. So the play that we'll do is we'll clear that, have someone cover tunnel right away, say tunnel is covered, and then we'll have someone watching mid just like this. This is a very good spot to watch mid while someone's planning B. So that's offensive B. That's first spawn B if you want to be super aggressive with it. Be super aggressive with watching B. You just spawn here, run this way, switch your weapon when you jump on this rock, run through here, pick off this guy, and then pick off that guy right away. You gotta do it super quick, and then cover tunnel, and then say you've got all this covered so the B play can happen. Another thing is, so let's work on the defensive side. On defense, this is first spawn A right here. First spawn A, when you run, you can run through American or over the top. You can jump right about here and just pre-fire. Just pre-fire that cardboard right about there, or they'll be on top of it. So that'll be first spawn A. First spawn A, right when you see it, run. You can run over, overlap, jump, jump, face your, and just wall bang that cardboard. What you can also do if you've got first spawn B, if you get first spawn B, you can actually surprise that person on the other side because you get to this door pretty quickly. And right when you get here, the first spawn person should be right making their way up to B10 or just right around there. You can, when defending B, I usually don't take that option right away. I'll usually go back right away and run to here. And I'll do this tactic where I look here, jump, 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 and that's gonna make them hard to hit me from that side. Or if I get lazy, I'll just hug this, make sure that my reticle is a little bit to the left, because even if they jump over, you can pretty much shoot this piece of wood and it'll get them. If you've missed them and they've made it through here, you can tuck, go down here, or tuck and make yourself aiming down this side, so when they pop out you can be ready for it. Now if they're coming on the other side, you can definitely jump and just use that jump shot. Use this box. Like, using this box the right way is definitely a great way to pick them off. You've just got to have fast reaction, and this is how you can pretty much just defend B all by yourself. If they've been picking you off from here, what you can then do is switch your tactic to line yourself up here, because they think you're going to be going there, but you line yourself here and they won't be expecting that. Another cheeky thing a lot of CB people like to do when they're holding it is like doing this option. It's holding it like that. Now when it comes to, if you're a B-side player CB, what you're going to do every time when you have first spawn B, or you're just going to B, this line right here, you cook your nade, and then you just throw it. You don't jump, you just throw over it, and that's going to stop them from rushing you. That's going to make them stutter a bit, and you're going to be able to set yourself up right away to have that corner. So right when you go to B, you set up your nade, cook it, throw it, and just set up, and then you're ready to defend B. So, I am not a middle player. Like I said, I'm an A side and a B side player. I don't do middle, so there's not a lot of things I know covering middle. I know there's a wall bang you can do there, but if you want to watch like mid like this, I know some people tuck themselves right here to watch ladder, and anybody that's top wood. This actually helps a lot, stopping people from going up here. You can just watch this while you have another person. Usually you want two people watching mid, because actually uh, the format is 2 defense A, 2 mid, and then 1 B for 5-man. And then if it's 6-man, you want 2 A side, 1 trailer, 2 mid, and then 1 B side player. So if that's the format you want to go by. Yeah, so I mean, these are all advanced tactics. I call them advanced because not a lot of people do them. But like the nades and stuff, um, there's a nade that you can throw right off spawn through there for CBs, and that'll land like right over there. Another thing, if your team is pushing B and you're the only one watching flank, you can actually watch flank like this, aiming straight, making sure your gun is pointed straight, so that the person running through doesn't see you. Even if they run through, they won't be able to see you. But if you've got yourself pointed like this, they're gonna see your gun and know you're there and just pop you right away. So you wanna, if you're watching flank for your team that's pushing B side, you just aim straight like this. Don't do anything extra, just aim straight like that. Another defensive thing to do if you're watching a flank, you can actually tuck yourself up here to watch B side flank. Make sure nobody's going around to get your teammates. So this is going to be watching far B instead of this option right here with tucking in over here. You know, you can actually watch B by jumping up here and just setting yourself up right there, and then you've got that whole whole backside B trail covered. You can watch that while the other people can worry about everything else, but you've got this B trail set up right here. So again, you can just jump on these. Yo, what up, vibes? You jump up here and just look at that way. So again, capitalizing, you just, if you want this nade to land on top 10, you hold it for 2 seconds, throw it, and that'll land top 10 right away. If you want the, a lot of people do this to pick off American, and again, these are some really important nades that you've got to land, because if you're in defense A and you've made it in trailer, you can pretty much throw this one and it'll land right there to kill the blue guy. So if you're being offensive, I'm just rushing through things now. You can use this heady right here. If they've been picking you off, like instead of, I don't know why, but instead of doing this heady, I really like doing green car heady, because you have like more cover area. There's less likely of a chance that you'll get slapped off this area, and it's just such a good way. If you know they've been pushing, you can let the first person run through and you can just tuck yourself. Now, even watching flank, you can just tuck yourself right here and they'll just run straight through. I'm trying to remember if I've... Another thing is, if it's pubs, you can really just watch the middle right here by looking at the bottom of mid. you can just pretty much kill anybody. This is one of the old CB tactic that we used to do, just to watch mid while the other person having bottom wood and B trail on point. Um, so that was something that a lot of people used to do. And I think that's it for A side, B side. Again, I am not a middle player. I do not rush mid. I just know this is first spawn B, first spawn A, and how to use them. And another thing that you can do is if you have first spawn A, you can actually wait right here. You don't want to tuck into this corner because you're going to get wall banged, but you want to stay right about here and aim that site because nobody really expects you. I mean, they've already wall banged, so they don't expect you to be in that corner, but they will be here. Another nade that you can throw is you cook it from A side if you have first spawn. You can cook it from here, throw it right there, and right when they get there, like, it's donezo. Like, the first person rushing on that side will get picked off. So you cook it from here, and throw it. Bam! Another thing that you can do, if you're the only one defending A, is you can actually you can actually tuck yourself right here, and you can pick off the person running trailer. After you pick off the person running trailer, you can work on whoever else is on A. So yeah, and you can also use these nades to, you can also use the roof to like hit a number of different spots, like blowing up that green car over there if anybody's here and you've made it. Another crazy thing, like the Spanish teams, when this game first came out, the Spanish teams were doing this a lot. They were actually using first spawn to get on green car and to pre-fire this, and after they were done pre-firing this 2 times, they would shoot right through trailer to stop the rush from American. And so you gotta pick your role, what you want to do. I mean, if you want to use first spawn like that, you can, but I am definitely more of a person that wants to use first spawn to break open A as much as I can and beat the nades if you're in a CB. So, yeah, everybody knows about this jump up spot. If you've made it this way for defense, this is how you've locked it all down. You could just keep peeking. You see somebody there, you can pop them bathroom, and I've seen people do this one too, where they tuck and they just watch it from here. Nobody really ever expects anybody to be here, but you know, we've tried multiple times to stand on this, but it doesn't work. What you can do, and this is something that oh shit, this is something that shit, how do you do it? Okay, you can stand on this thing and you can tuck on it. Yeah, right here. So this is something not a lot of people know, and I've only done this once, where you stand on this, you're actually on it, you make it stop, and you tuck yourself behind it. It's crazy, and not a lot of people know this. They will not expect it. If you get the target right here, you can stand on top of it. Um, I give you like a look at. See, you're actually on top of it. See, you're actually standing on top of it. And what you can do is you can just tuck yourself in here. You can hide on it, and when somebody comes, you can pop out and shoot them. So these are definitely like things that people do not know about, unless you are doing competitive CB and you're researching all the tiny spots. But this is pretty much all I've got for firing range. I think that's it. Everything else is IQ based. I mean, so yeah, that's it for this little piece. I will catch you guys when I do another map and cover all the areas for that one, but I just wanted to cover fire range real quick. So I hope you guys learned something from that. I will definitely send this out to you guys that need help with it, and if you guys have any questions, hit me up. I'll definitely run over some more maps along the way. So you guys have a good one. Peace. Boop boop.